How's it going? Hey, you saw my last video where I started going through the comics that I acquired from... Not required. Acquired. With an A, not an R-E. But I got them from a company called Cards One years ago. I actually don't think the company's in business anymore, which is a shame because they did this really big bundle where you got like 10 different lots of stuff for like 99 bucks or $100 and some dollars. It was great. Last time I got it, I didn't really go through any of it. I kind of like browsed through it, but I didn't actually go through each one. So I've decided that's kind of filler content for my channel right now until I get like mystery boxes and stuff I've actually ordered in. I'd start going through the box. So if you watched the last video, that's what I was doing. You might remember this comic. I said Black Widow, but it's Max Press, right? Or Max Comics. I didn't think it was related to the Marvel Black Widow. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Yeah. After reading this, this is Yelena Belova. If you've seen the recent Black Widow movie, then you know Yelena from the movie. And yeah, this is a series that apparently focuses on her character as a Black Widow trained in a Red Room. So I was pleasantly surprised when I started reading it and actually recognized the characters and stuff. So I don't imagine this series has anything to do with Natasha Romanoff, you know, the Black Widow that Marvel fans tend to really know, especially the people that have just kind of been acquainted with Marvel through the MCU movies and TV series. They know Black Widow as Natasha Romanoff. Of course, they've been introduced to Yelena, but you know, this focuses on her. So I was wrong. It's a good read, though. I'm going to have to... This is actually number 2, so I'm going to have to try see if I can find number 1 to see you know, how the story started out. And then maybe kind of look and see how many issues they've done of this so far. So, kind of cool. All right. Got another little stack here. Let's keep going. I'm going to have to deal with my cough every once in a while. It's freaking weather. I had a cold this past week. Still got the remnants of it. So bear with me. Alright. Something different. Rogue Angel. Teller of Tall Tales. IDW Publishing. Man. Oh. Alright, so yeah, this has got... this has got like a comic, and then it's got, like, towards the back, it's got, like, some actual... It's like little, like, short stories and stuff. Okay. Never heard of it. But, there's a lot of independent ones that I've never heard of. Alright, next we've got from Medea, or Medea, Medea Press. Demon Realm. I don't know about that one. Not real impressed with the artwork on there. I'm not saying it's not good. I mean, a talented artist, but it don't invoke to me like it's something I would want to dive into. Could be wrong though. Next, we have, this is a number 1. What was this one? Oh, this is issue number 0 of that one. Here we have a number 1 of Primitives. And as you would figure, it looks like it's got like caveman on the cover there. So see. I'm gonna guess maybe this one might be black and white, maybe. Let's find out. Yep. Black and white. Just kind of had the feeling it was. This is from Square Time Studio. Don't know. This looks kind of different. What's that? Noblesse oblige? Is it? I'm assuming that's like, is that Spanish or something? From Ray Comic Company, #1 collector's edition. I didn't take Spanish in school. I took Latin for 3 years. Yeah. I mean, like if I see Spanish or something like that, there's a lot of words I can make out just because I took Latin. Or that wasn't an earthquake there for a second. That was I hit the table with my knee. Yeah, but I mean I can't like speak Latin, and like even Latin, if I see it, I can make out the general meaning with a lot of words and stuff. But yeah, it took over 3 years, and I didn't really retain it. The only thing I remember is like Mala Puella Amo. I'm pretty sure that's it. Mala Puella Amo, which basically means I love bad girls. Yeah. What can I say? That stuck with me. Alright, it's black and white. Very simple. Very simple artwork. I actually kind of like it. I mean, it's simple, but it's got something about it. Says we're much obliged. You probably figured out this is the first issue. For that commemorative touch, we've hand painted the blood on the cover. You can see there on the eyes just a little bit. I'm assuming that just means they actually, instead of printing it, they actually hand put the red paint on there. That it's got like actual blood on it. Says that's how we care for you readers. Other comics, they print colors, very impersonal. You want color, we'll paint it in ourselves. Nothing to do with the budget, of course. Before we split, next month there will be the de rigueur letters page. Write in about anything. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so I don't know. That's one I'll definitely have to read to even have any clue what it's about, because you can't really tell it from the cover at all. Alright, next we have, what does that say? Something gallery. The Mind Game Gallery. There's a very busy cover on it. And a wraparound cover too. It goes to the back too. This is black and white. Again, very, very simple artwork. Oh, okay, this has got 3 different. So volume 1, #1. It's from July of 1990. Mind Game Gallery. Looks like it's got 3 different like little comics in it, 3 different stories. So, like I said, the artists that did these in 1990, they might actually be working for some of the bigger publishers now. So, all right, next we have. This one has a warning body. BAWDY. Kind of an older school word right there. It's by Michael Kupperman. Tales designed to thrizzle. #3. Snoop Dogg have something to do with this? Thrizzle and the schnizzle. And black and white. It's got some kind of, almost kind of bluish print in it too. Yeah. Yep. That's definitely got some adult material in it. Oh, this one looks really cool. Man, I love the artwork on the front of this. Wow. Black Summer. Ain't there there was a show called Black Summer, right? Like a zombie one? I don't know whether this has something to do with that or not. But look at that artwork. I mean, that's just amazing. I don't think this has to do with... That's very, very gory. Wow, I like it. Got like color running, and it's got a couple black and white pages. And then it goes back to color again. Yeah, I'm not sure what the story's about, but man, there's some... Definitely a few very gory, graphic story panels in it. So I'm looking forward to that and reading that one. And here we have another one. What number is that? That looks like it's issue number 6. This one is issue number 5. So it looks like it's like a kind of like a vigilante kind of team or whatever, but yeah, they're definitely kind of brutal. Might be one I'll have to look around and try to find other issues of. Alright, 2 more, and then we're putting calling this part 2 of the comics. Plenty more to come. Like I said, I have boxes over there, so. And I'm sure I'll eventually find, one where we'll get into like Marvel and DC ones. So this just happens to be a big box that looks like all independent publishers. This is from Radical Comics. This is actually a free comic from a free comic book day. It's just called Radical. I think I might have a couple of different stories in it though. It's got kind of split. That almost looks like a Frankenstein type thing there, and then a vampire, a very pale vampire. Wow. Man. This looks like it might be just like previews of stuff. Yeah, these are like previews of some of their titles that were coming out. But look at this. Look at this freaking artwork in here. Here's Aladdin, Legacy of the Lost. July 2009, Hercules, The Knives of Kush. Man, there was some freaking talented artists right there. Yeah, I wish I could. I mean, if I had the time to put into it, I could probably. I got some initial talent. I've always been drawing and painting and stuff my whole life. But yeah, I mean, I would assume a lot of these these comic book artists have probably had like formal training and stuff too. But yeah, this is just Legends, The Enchanted, written and illustrated by Nick Percival, who also did Dead of Night. Yeah, look at that. Man. That's just unbelievable. Yeah, I have to look for a couple of those titles. Maybe look and see what other work some of those artists have done. And last one right here, we have from Lightning Comics, we have Bloodfire Helena. Kind of a Vampirilla outfit on there. Number 1 again. All right, this is full color. Cool. So there we go. Yeah, that's again some good titles in there. Like I said, you know, if you haven't really, if you do, you know, collect comics or you do read comics, you know, take time. Sometimes when you go to a local comic book shop, instead of just perusing the Image, DC, Marvel, I mean, obviously check those out. You get the titles you want from those publishers, but you know, if they have independent comics in there, pick a couple of them up. You know, because a lot of times some of those independent comics you find in them might actually be local to your area too. You know, if you pick up those early comics from an independent publisher, you know, if they're local, you know, you might actually be able to, you know, get to meet. Especially if your area has some like smaller comic conventions and stuff like that. A lot of times comic book shops will have their own little like comic like cons, if you will, like, you know, a one-day thing where you can meet some of the local comic book artists and stuff, you know, and that's kind of cool if you meet them, you know, when they're starting out with their own independent books, because, you know, then 10 years down the road, if they're working for Marvel, DC and stuff, you can kind of keep track of them, and you know, who knows? Then if you go see them at a con, they might actually remember you because you were there to support them in the beginning. So that's it, everybody. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, look out for yourself and those around you. Until the next time, I'll see you later.